As you can see, as you can see, as you can see, as you can see. This is a plaque. It's in New Orleans. But if you could see the word plantation, it literally was a courthouse. It was a courthouse a plantation courthouse. Now, what people would say in this country that, oh, slavery wasn't bad, people didn't get treated wrong, this was way back when, and the misinformation that people give here in this country, right? They'll tell you, oh, don't worry about this. Jesus is going to come and save you. Jesus is going to stop this. How? When? When is your Lord going to stop stuff like this? When did your Lord stop this? When did your Lord come down and try to prevent or reparate any of this stuff happening? See, what I see today, a bunch of people that will get on a TikTok and will try to preach the word of the oppressor, a plantation knowledge, a plantation information, and tell you it's okay. It's all right what these people did to you. You must be their friends. Wow. This is what America will tell you. Oh, it's okay. This wasn't nothing. This wasn't nothing. Don't worry about it. The Lord is going to save you. The Lord is going to make things right. And after you done seen your mother and your grandmother, your great grandmother and them, go on to, they transition into a you still don't see nothing get better. When did the Lord come and make things right? When they leave? When they transition to something else? That's what you telling me, when your God, the Lord? So a person will give you some false information. They will give you false information every day. Jesus is the Lord and the Savior. He gonna come and say, that God can do anything. They will give you false information quick as hell, just so they can get off. You can get off their tail. Well, only God can judge me. Only God can. All that goofy ass shit. A person will give you false information, but it's proof that places like a plantation in New Orleans, they had a courthouse. So what do you think they was doing in that courthouse, in that plantation courthouse? You think they were being fair? You think they were really honoring God? What they say, how y'all do it when they say you raise your right hand? Do you put it over your heart, or which one do y'all do? What foolery, what cone foolery do y'all, which one you? So a person will give you misinformation, right? They'll give you false information. They will give you some stuff talking about, Jesus walked on water. He died on the cross. All these fake ass things to not live the truth. Where they put it in documentations where this actually did. Now, when you come to the 1611 indoctrination of Jesus the Christ inside of the Torah, because there's two books they put together of false information. Two books they put together and they call it the Holy Bible. And why they say, well, the Bible contradicts itself. Yeah, because one book says this and the next book says this. One book says, I'm against homosexuality and having sex, with men, laying in men. But the other book says, love thy brother. You washing your feet, washing another man's feet at a dinner table. You get caught in the woods with 11 other dudes, and one of the dudes went and told that y'all was out there doing the nasty. And that's why you got crucified. See, people will tell you all type of garbage, right? But they don't tell you that Jesus was crucified for homosexuality. He was out there in the woods with that boy named John. And they was out there having a ceremony, a ritual, a homosexual ritual, and you supposed to be going up under the Torah. So that's why the Jews asked for him to be crucified. They asked her, that ass whooping don't work. This is called for in the Torah. It says this is abomination, and it must be. So therefore, when you give people false information, you mess up the children. The children don't know the truth about the plantation. They don't know indoctrination came from this called the Jesus. None of y'all could go find information. I'll pay y'all $1,000 right now to prove that Jesus was not a homosexual. I pay you $1,000. You look in that book, you find where Jesus admits that he was not loving John, the disciple. And he was not crucified for loving another man. I give you $1,000 right now. Y'all all on TikTok. Y'all be trying to make y'all little TikTok money and stuff. I got $1,000 for you right now. Right now, $1,000. Anybody that y'all say that y'all are so a Bible thumper and all that other stuff, you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, I got $1,000 right now to say that that you can't prove to me that Jesus wasn't crucified for homosexuality. That he did not love another man. He didn't love Mary, his mother, and he didn't love his daddy, God, because God never came to him. God never said nothing to him. Matter of fact, God forsaken him while he was on the cross because of that reason. So therefore, like I said, because remember, he was like, Elahi, why have you forsaken me? Yeah. Why have you forsaken him? Because he was in there laying with boys. So when these females out here talking about, I throw my hands up and I give it up to the Lord. I'm just going to give my kids to the Lord. That's why they be covered. He covered. Yeah, he's covered in blood with a white sheet. Yeah, when you throw your hands up to your boys out there gay because you threw your hands up and gave it to the Lord. Your boys are incarcerated. Why? Because you didn't threw your hands up to the Lord and gave your kid false information. You gave your kid false information. They out here dying. They out here cannot read. They can't write. They can't even be a man to a woman because you didn't threw your hands up. What would Jesus do? All that old goofy ass shit, false information. Instead of going out here really learning the truth about everything that, like I said, this right here, this plaque, this is a plantation. This is a courthouse plantation. If you down in New Orleans, you know anything about New Orleans, this is a courthouse plantation. This is the name of it right here. So, when you, as a grown adult, get old enough to learn better, it is your position as a human, to make sure that they do not lie to your children. It is your responsibility, right? It is your responsibility to make sure that your children is educated in the correct way. Most of y'all allow the enemy to teach your kids. And I am here to say, as a parent who homeschooled, I am so proud of myself. I am so proud of my child graduating. This is something that I knew that I had to do because I knew the school system when it comes down to black males and white teachers, white female teachers to be exact. I know what goes on. They try to push your kid through the special education, don't want him to learn because that kid is actually smarter than the teacher. But you too stupid enough to let the gorilla teach the giraffe what it's supposed to know in life. And when they get out here in life, they don't know nothing. So the false information that you send your kids to every day, right now, it is nothing more important to teach your kids before you leave this earth. Let me say that again. It's nothing more important as a father who has a 35-year-old daughter. And the youngest is finna be 19 in December. So my oldest is 18. My youngest is 18. My oldest is 35. It's nothing more important than a father or a mother taking time while they still have on this earth, because time go by fast. You don't have enough time, and what you want to do, you want to give enough time to your child so they'll know when you're not here that they can keep on going on and teach the same thing to their children. But right now, what your children doing? They not even having children. They done told your kids don't reproduce. Now, if we look at their race, which is a 0 birth rate, nobody want to have a child, a pure white child anymore. Because that race have fucked up so bad where white women don't want to have sex with white men. Let me say that again. They are at a 0 birth rate. And how black people are going now, you gonna be there soon too. Because you listen to the ignorant motherfucker who will be on The View. Them bitches ain't got shit to do with our household. But you'll listen to a bitch that's on The View or some type of TV show like that who never raised kids historically. And if they did raise the kids, look how they turned out. Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy. Look at what you call that? What's the motherfuckers? The Kardashians. Look at their kids. I don't care about money, don't mean nothing. It's the moral thing. Money ain't gonna make you happy. Please believe that. The most important thing you can do right now is take time out and raise your own child. So when you rest your eyes, that final rest or whatever, you can be proud. You ain't gonna have no worries because you gave everything that you could give. These women right now, that's why they cry at those funerals. That's why they act a damn fool, because you didn't raise your child. Miss Spain raised your child at the schoolhouse. Mr. Turner raised your kid at the football field. You didn't do nothing. You thought because you was sitting up there independent, got a little punk ass job sitting on motherfucking Section 8 and can't even pay for your car taxes. You think that you doing something better than somebody else? I take care of my kid. You supposed to. You supposed to. That's the goofy shit that people will say. I take care of my kids. You supposed to. So the misinformation that they giving you out here, man, is horrible. It affects the children, right? You pass the stupidity right down to, you should see some of these kids, right? You should listen to the mama, how stupid the mother sound when she talk. Y'all motherfucker, that, this, that, blah, 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 blah. And here go the little stupid motherfucker right under her. And you call that professional. You call that upright teaching or anything like that, right? That's what you're saying? So I ain't gonna be on here too long. Cause none of y'all even hit the hearts and none of that. Cause evidently I'm when a hit dog holler, you know what I'm saying? So when I'm talking and I know people ain't hitting them hearts, that I'm talking to the people who actually doing that type of stuff. I'm actually hitting it. I know I'm hitting it on the nerve. Like, yeah, see, I can get them. Cause certain people won't tell you the truth. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. But the people that don't hit that, I already know I'm talking. They right here on the page. They going up and down. He talking about me. Let me get off of here. Because he talking about me. You damn right. I'm talking about whoever the fuck that's doing this type of goofy ass shit. You supposed to know better. Misinformation. We've been passed down misinformation for so long, false information for so long that we're retarded. We don't even think straight. We can't even talk straight. We can't even walk down the street straight. We got so much indoctrination in us or whatever with everybody else's bullshit that we can't even teach our own children. We can't even educate our own children right now. You know the bigger education of our children right now? This right here. This telephone, this internet. This social media, they teaching your kids way more than you are doing it. Now, shouldn't that say something to you? Shouldn't that mean something to you that you're not even educating your own kids? This right here is educating your child. And you wonder why your child out there doing all the weird shit. Why your child out there eating all the weird shit. Taking on, stupidity, ideology, and not thinking for itself. Because a plantation give you the indoctrination. This is a courthouse plantation that's in New Orleans. And right across from it is the Jew Holocaust. See, they don't want you to tell the truth, man. They sitting up here talking about I'm on some violation and all. That's what I'm talking about. Misinformation. That right there. Thank you, TikTok. You proved my point. You have proven my point, TikTok, that you don't want the real information. This right here is educating your child. And you see how it just try to jump in and try to steer me from saying what I'm saying. And I'm not going to stop saying what I'm saying. You don't run me. Do y'all do them gooks over there, that motherfucker China like that? No, y'all give them good information. Y'all don't feed them with the poison. You don't do them like that. No, you don't do them like that. But you'll come here and do the black people like that. You'll have a TikTok here in America so you can have a plantation to indoctrinate the black people. Wow. Isn't that amazing? You proved my point. And I appreciate you, TikTok, for proving my point. That this right here is the main cause of our ignorance. TikTok. Thank you, TikTok. I appreciate that. And before you even violate me or whatever the fuck, I get my black ass off of here.